If I got my steak, bitch, you know that I'ma blow it. On my demon shit, sometimes I cannot control it. If I got my stick, bitch, you know that I'ma blow it. All my demon times, sometimes I cannot control it. I pray for some racks, nigga, I was feeling hopeless. Always got my gun, hoping that nobody knows.
First things first, I want to welcome everybody to my podcast, TBM Presents Trench Talks, hosted by me, TBM Troubles. And here on my first episode, we got the one and only my nigga, Goals 360. This my nigga right here, like we've been locked in for many years. This my brother from another mother. I've known him for many years and solid ass nigga, official, out here in the streets, in the trenches, you feel me? And I decided to bring him on the first episode because it's like my right hand man. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all.
What's up, broski, man?
What's up, man?
Thank you for having me, man. You know, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for, this opportunity.
Yeah, and like I said, this is actually my first episode, so I'm kind of new to this podcast shit. I'm still a little nervous about this shit, but we're gonna go with it and see where the fuck it takes us, man. But I'm gonna be interviewing different artists, different people. But like I said, man, we right here with my nigga Ghost 360. So let them know what you been up to, broski, man.
Well, shit, man. You can look me up on YouTube. I'm a recording artist from Chicago. I got a lot of rap videos on YouTube. You can look me up, Ghost 360.
And actually, too, let them know, like, one of your videos got 1 million views, too.
Yeah, it's called I'm a King on YouTube. You can look it up, Ghost 360, I'm a King. It got 1 million views. I got other videos as well. But, I've been rapping for a minute.
So the thing that I'm honestly trying to do with this podcast, too, is it's called Trench Talks, So me and you, like, everybody knows us in the hood. We grew up, been through shit in the hood, seen our homies die, we've seen a lot of shit. What I'm trying to do with this podcast is like actually show people too that it's not all about just being in the hood and doing shit in the hood and doing this and going to jail, and there's other shit you can do than just all the negative shit that's going on in the hood. Like for you, you're a good example. Like showing people that, you can actually do something with your life, get some money and change your life, change your people's lives, get into the money, bro. Because that's, in the end, that's really what it's about. A lot of the shit that sometimes you see in the music videos, to be honest, from my experience, like the niggas that you think got the motion really don't be having the motion. And the niggas that you don't think got motion be the niggas with the motion. So a lot of shit don't be really what it's portrayed to be, you feel me?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so that's really what I'm trying to do. Like, man, holla at the youth and the kids and let them know, like, we've been through some shit. You've been in jail, I've been in jail. There's other ways to go through about shit and get some money. That's really what it's about, helping your family get some money. Because I know for sure it feels good to me when I'm able to give my people money. It feels good that I have my own shit, you feel me? My kid's good, so it's a good feeling, my nigga.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, you start looking at life a little bit different, especially when you're a responsible individual.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it, man. I think it's raw as hell, bro, that you know what I'm saying, you got your own podcast.
Yeah, I'm new to this shit. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Like I said, man, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna be interviewing other artists, other guys that we grew up in the neighborhood, So that it's a good look, that's what I'm trying to do. Peoples too, shout out to Peoples Sinatra. That's my homie, man.
Yeah, we've been knowing Peoples for a minute now, right?
Yeah.
I remember when we first started working with him.
Talk about it, man. How we met him and everything.
We met him at a show, man. We were doing a show. It was a mixture of like a bunch of artists. A lot of bros from the neighborhood too were performing that night, and that's when we met them. And I remember during the time when we used to shoot like the low budget music videos.
Yeah, on the little YouTube camera.
Yeah, on the little camcorder. So when we met him, I pulled him to the side and he was telling me that he shoots videos professionally.
Right.
And then we actually got up with him a few days after. That's when we shot that on the road. And that was like our first like official video. And then you started working with him. And then after that, we kind of just like took off.
That was low key the first official video that we shot in the hood. Like for us, me and my nigga, when we started rapping, the first official video was that on the road with People Sinatra, and that like opened up a whole nother door for us because we were used to shooting videos like on low budget ass shit, so our shit looked real bogus. But when people stepped in with that 4K shit, like yeah, that was a whole nother level.
I remember we used to play that video probably like 100 times a day, right? 'Cause we were so geeked about it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And then we just started shooting videos for all our shit. That's when it kind of just took off from there.
I remember when we first started with this music shit too. In the beginning, we was like, so what people don't know is that I grew up in Little Village, and when I was like 13 years old, my family moved to Wisconsin. So I kind of like was not trying to go over there. I was already in the mix in the neighborhood and shit, doing my own thing, and I ended up dipping. So when I dipped, a lot of the times I ain't had nowhere to sleep and shit. I was like, man, I kind of fucked up. And then when I got out of jail, I went to jail, got out of jail. I met this brother. I met a few other guys and shit. And yeah, like a few times you would let me sleep in your house. There was times where we slept in the car. Remember that shit? Like, but what I respect about my homie right here, he could have easily went in his crib and just slept in his crib. But it was me and one of my other homies, rest in peace. He actually just passed away this year that passed. He passed away. So we wouldn't want to go home and we'll be right there in the cold, sleeping in your car in the garage, bro.
The
Lincoln.
them nights in the attic, bro.
Yeah.
I remember what we used to do. We used to smoke, drink, and we throw on instrumentals on YouTube, and you know what I'm saying. We just pacing back and forth in that bitch, just going crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rapping and shit out loud to each other. I feel like that's kind of how like we perfected our craft. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, and it was always that like, you know what I'm saying, that friendly competition between us. Like, you my nigga, but I'm still trying to write this song and shit.
I'm still trying to fucking go crazy on this verse.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then talk about, man, so for the people that don't know, like there was a time where we actually went on a 12 city tour. Was it 12 city?
Yeah, it was
12 city tour. We were opening up for Bone Thugs and Harmony and Kirkle Bands. We went to different states. We went to South Padre Island. I missed a couple of shows because I didn't go with y'all on the actual road trip.
Right.
I went to South Padre Island. And so how was it? How was that road trip and opening up for Bone Thugs and shit?
So it was me, Chain, it was Sin and Nephew, and it was a 12 city tour. So every day we had to be at a different city, and we were pretty much traveling all through the United States. And it was raw as hell because at every city that we would be in, we would check in and we would hit the stage. We'd do the mic checks,
Right.
you know, and we actually they treated us like real artists because when we got there, they actually had people that were just like they would work for us. So we had like a runner, a guy that we'd have his ass go get us a bottle of Hennessy,
A box of blunts.
a box of blunts, and he would go get us 4 of. We'd be backstage in the fucking fitting rooms, chopping it up, smoking,
Flicking it up and
flicking
shit.
it up and shit. And then when we would perform, we were opening up for Bone Thugs, so we had like really big fucking crowds. You know what I mean? The type of crowds where you walk on stage and you see everybody with their fucking lights on their phone, and you're just like, damn, like an ocean of people.
Good feeling,
It's a
right?
good fucking feeling. Like it does something.
Especially too when you rapping your shit and they all vibing to
they're
your
feeling the
shit.
So it's a life changing experience, bro. 'Cause, you know what I mean? It kind of like builds your ego, your confidence,
So how was the groupies on tour and shit?
Man, we had a lot of stories, bro. Yeah, we had them crazy ass nights, like the type of shit you see in movies. We had them fucking late night hotel nights and shit.
Girl,
No,
right?
hell yeah, we had a lot of fucking fun, man. Yeah, hell yeah. It was a good feeling, bro.
And what's up with nephew and all them guys and shit? Do you still talk to
Yeah,
them?
yeah, I've been keeping in contact with them and shit through time. I think it's because, we're all a little grown now. So everyone's just too busy with their lives and shit
Got
like
their own
that.
shit going on.
Everyone got their own thing going on.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to interviewing them. I'm actually gonna talk to them and see what's up, man. If they would like to come on the show and chop it up. But yeah, man, it was definitely good times going
Yeah, I'm
to.
pretty sure, like, if you was to holler at them, yeah, they'll go, man. I don't see why they would have a problem coming and chopping it up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
You could probably get, like, their side of the story as well. And it's always, like, good content, you know what I mean?
Matter of fact, let's talk about the time we went to remember when we went to Aurora Mall, the outlet malls? So for real, man, true story. We in the outlet mall, right? Sometimes like I don't even feel like people listen to my shit or a lot of people know me. But so at this time, me and you went to the outlet mall. You like, man, what's up? Let's go shopping. So we walking around and shit. We hit up a few stores. We walk in one of the shoe stores, and some kid pulls up on you, and he like, hey man, your Ghost 360. He like, man, can I take a picture with you? And these two little kids just want to take a picture right here, and I jump in the flag like boom. And I remember though, everybody in the store was just looking at us like, damn, who the fuck
Like, who the fuck are these?
Right, who the fuck are these guys, you know?
Yeah. I remember that day, bro. Shit, we went over there, man. We went to a few stores.
Yeah, we came out, you know.
We walked in that bitch with knots. We're buying shoes.
Yeah,
We're buying fucking gear. It was during the summer, so we are buying a lot of summer shit. It was a good feeling, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Especially how we grew up.
Yeah,
Back then, we didn't even have it like that, bro.
Fucked up.
Motherfuckers were fucked up.
Sharing clothes and shit.
Sharing clothes.
I would pull up to your crib like, man, let me borrow a pair of jeans and shit.
I remember motherfuckers used to go to the store and buy 50-cent squares.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you remember that one time you and Flea got into it over a loose square?
Yeah, bro. Fucking Flea, dog.
Rest in peace, my nigga Flea, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, my nigga, bro. Yeah, I remember fucking cause I had a loose square on my ear. This motherfucker, he fucking took it. We ended up boxing over a cigarette.
Over a fucking cigarette. My nigga resting in peace right now, but yeah, these niggas fought over a loose square, bro. Yeah.
Flea, bro.
And then the thing about it though, that these niggas fight over a loose square, right? And my homie right here, Ghost 360, he gets so fucking mad. Mind you, we're in the porch of one of my homies' crib. So my boy, rest in peace, Flea, snatches the square out of his ear. They get into it like a little tussle. My guy gets so mad, he punches the fucking door, and it had a glass. He punched the glass, and his whole hand just cuts open. He just starts dripping blood. Crazy story, man. True story.
Yeah, fucking Flea, man.
Yeah. So I also wanted to ask you, like, man, so in Little Village now, there's a lot of like new up and coming rappers.
Yeah.
So what do you think about them?
Man, I feel like, in all honesty, bro, like, like men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? So, I feel like we kind of like, when it comes to the rapping and, at the time in Little Village, I feel like we were kind of like the ones that kicked it off. It was us, and then it was like Cali T, because Cali T was doing his thing during that time.
Yeah.
So I think we inspired a lot of like upcoming artists, you know what I mean? Because at the time we were the only ones doing it. So I kind of feel, in my opinion, I feel like we kind of like paved the way for these new artists. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them, bro, they're I like their craft. I'm not trying to like talk bad about them. They they're doing their thing. I'm not really the type of guy that be hating on the next man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they doing their thing. We do our thing. everyone's just pretty much in their own lane. And yeah, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, they be getting views, bro. They be getting views and shit. And you know, hey, shout out to the new ones. You know what I mean?
The new ones coming up.
Yeah, and then you never know, man. Shit, because there's probably gonna be motherfuckers that are gonna come after them.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
you know, like
That's how this shit go. Look, cause I honestly, me personally, I feel the same way, my nigga. In Little Village, that's our neighborhood. You feel me? That's where we grew up at. We really kicked it off with the music shit. Before us, there was a rap group. The only rap group that I could remember me growing up was a rap group called Crook County with Dave and them. Remember Dave?
yeah.
That and that's who I was looking up to growing up. I was like, man, I had their CD case and I would be listening and I couldn't believe like these niggas were from my neighborhood. So that's what really kind of inspired me. I started fucking with the music. Then we ended up going to the studio together and like we kicked it off. After Crook County, it was us. You feel me? That's how I feel. And like all these artists coming up, ain't nobody gonna admit it, you know, but everybody's an inspiration to everybody. That's really what life is about. You see somebody doing something, they might inspire you to do something too. And that's how just life is. I guess that's how life goes, man. That's the biggest thing you could do is inspire somebody.
And then remember when we signed to the label?
Yeah, yo, with the 360 Squad Echelon.
That was an official label. We were officially artists. We had contracts. We had percentages. We would get paid for shows.
And the thing about that was that, all right, so us growing up in the hood, we didn't really have shit. All we knew was on the block hustling all fucking day. We would post it on the block. So now this label comes and it's like, oh, we fuck with y'all music. We're gonna sign y'all to the label. They start taking us to different cities. We start meeting Bone Thugs, Kirkle Bangs. They paying for our hotel, our food, our trips, and we still getting money off it, you know. So it was like something new. We're opening up all these doors just because we know how to rap and we doing our music shit. And it was a good feeling, man. It was definitely an experience that I'm grateful for, and everybody that was a part of it. Man, I fuck with y'all. I got love for y'all, man. You know, nigga right here, like I said, we locked in forever. I appreciate the love, broski, for sliding through, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for having me.
So
I support your movement, man. You know, you're doing a good job, man. I like the sign. This motherfucker going crazy.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on your podcast, bro. You know, I wish you the best. And you know, it's all up from here, you know?
Hell yeah, again, let people know where they can follow you and shit, your social media.
Shit, you can follow me on Instagram, bro. Ghost360. You can follow me on YouTube, Ghost360, you know what I mean? I got some new material coming. And I got a lot of new songs. I feel like right now, my music has evolved a lot. You know, I'm definitely real good on punchlines. You know, I got new videos on the way. But yeah, man, just stay in tune. Shit, we trying to take over 2025.
2025, just because it's 25, you know? And also, man, I want to thank everybody that, you know, helped me bring this shit to life. My family, too, my sisters, too, you know, always giving me advice. My mama, my BM, my nigga Peoples, my nigga Goals, all love. And for everybody that be hating, that want to slow us down, we ain't finna let up, man. We finna keep going with this shit. Transport Troubles, TBM Troubles, TBM Present, Trench Talks. That's it.